Hey everyone, this is Tech Tips 92 here again. Just gonna make another quick video about something somebody asked me about earlier today. Um, I used the netbook for a couple of months just to take notes and stuff like that in school, and I found it to be really helpful. But what I didn't find helpful was the fact that obviously it doesn't come with a DVD drive because it's too small. So anytime that I wanted to install something from a DVD, or for example, like a small game, or a you know watch a DVD or anything like that, it kind of sucked. So something that I recommend to a lot of people is to use a virtual drive on their netbooks, or if your laptop doesn't have a DVD drive, or if you're for whatever reason your computer doesn't have a DVD drive. Um, what this essentially does is, for any of you that have used anything like Daemon tools or anything like that, where you can mount images onto your computer, it's the same sort of idea. So we're going to go to, it's made by the same guys that made CloneDrive. So we're actually just going to Google CloneDrive Virtual Drive, and here it is by the Slysoft guys. We're going to head over to the download section, and down here the virtual clone drive is what we're looking for. Now I actually already have CloneDrive installed, so I won't be downloading it again. But just to show you here that I do have it installed. So you can make a multiple amount of drives. Now this is good if you want to have multiple software loaded up onto your image. Onto your computer at once. You can keep a history. You can auto mount last image, language, and info about the version here. Now I want to show you some of the benefits to using a virtual drive. I have my external hard drive set up right here. And for example, if I go over to games, I have an image of Battlefield Bad Company 2 here. Now what you can do with this is, if you double click this, you can see right here it mounts and loads up here as if it was loaded into the computer itself. Now keep in mind, I'm on a laptop right now that doesn't have a DVD drive. I opted to swap it out for an extra hard drive, so I don't have a DVD drive in there, but that's fine, because using something like CloneDrive, I can run things just fine. If you see, I can even hit auto run and it'll load up here just as if it's installing. Now I haven't installed it yet, so it won't actually load up into the game, but that being said, you can also do it for a bunch of other things. For example, I have in my Windows folder, I have a copy of Windows 7 Ultimate here. This is just an image I have for my computers at home, so that I don't have to have the disk anywhere. So if I double click that, you can see here, watch, it'll change. See, it automatically dismounts the other one, and it loads it up here as if the disk was just in there. Again, the benefits of this are tons of things. Just like this, if I have a problem with my Windows and I need to recover it, I could just run it off my external hard drive using this clone drive. Now, I know what you may be wondering. If you were to install Windows on this, wouldn't the clone drive not exist and therefore not be able to use this properly? Well, oddly enough, if you actually go and install something on this with, if you try to reinstall a version of Windows on this, the computer will actually install it just fine, because it only really needs a disk for the first little bit, and then after it has the files stored in its temporary memory, so that it can go ahead and install that from the disk. So you can actually install a clean version of Windows using this. Another thing that I find that you can do with this is, for example, I had a video earlier where I showed you how to make a oops, sorry about that. I had a video earlier showing you how to make a bootable USB using another program called Win2Flash. You can go ahead and look at that if you feel a need to. But what you can do doing this is, because like I found out while making that video, you can actually use an ISO to create a bootable USB. But if you use a virtual drive, like I am here, you can actually explore the disk or the image as if it was loaded into your computer. And then using this, you could go ahead and use a program like Win2Flash, like I used in my other videos, which is right here. And you can make a bootable USB so that you can have it on a USB if, let's say, you don't want to install it off the virtual drive. So that's generally the benefits of using the CloneDrive. I do recommend that people have it, even if it's just to run images of games, so that you don't actually have to have the disk at all times. You can just rip the image of the game onto your computer and keep the image there. If it's the kind of game that requires the disk to be in the drive, then you won't have to have that. Well, anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.